All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to episode 142 of Mogg Monday, the show we play goblins every single Monday. It's been a busy weekend for me. Why was it a busy weekend? I'll show you right now. I was at the TooManyGames Con, which was actually unbelievably huge and awesome. It was in Philadelphia. We was there all weekend. Big thanks to them for bringing me out. It was super, super cool. You can see I was there with Brad Nelson, Lady Lavinius, and CGB. It was awesome. We did a panel, as you can see here. We hung out, cosplayers. We're in the Magic area, which is super cool. I played some Commander. Yeah, right. Weird. And it was super, super fun hanging out, meeting CGB and Lady Venus for the first time. And, of course, hanging out with Brad. I know Brad pretty well. And they're all awesome. I had a great, great time hanging out with them. And it was super fun. It was super cool. And now I'm home. It's Monday evening. And I thought I'd just do something a little bit different today for Mogg Monday. I decided that we would do a deck tech for my Commander deck as I... As I played more games of Commander this weekend, almost than I've played in my entire life. I think I played like 5 or 6 games. I gotta say, the Muxus deck is pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet. I'm still not the biggest fan of Commander in the world, but I will say this deck is built basically perfectly for me and Commander twofold. One, it's a Goblin deck, obviously, which is super fun. But two, this deck just jams. Like, it just does things and gets things done, and either it wins or it loses, which I think is really fun. Because I don't really, the idea of being bogged down in like a 2-hour crazy 100-turn Commander game is not very appealing to me. So this thing does its thing, and if it works, cool. If it doesn't work, it forces the issue and it forces the action, which I find a lot of fun. I know we played a game, it was me, CGB, and Brad, one of Brad's friends, and I like... CGB and Brad are just like casting mana rocks and setting up. I'm just like, attack you for 15. Muxus attack you for 20. And then I got Wrath and I lost. But who cares? You know, whatever. It's just fun. It's just fun. So, not a fan of politics and stuff. So, I wanted to show you all my deck. Brad and CGB liked it a lot, actually. They were like, oh, wow, that deck actually pops off. That's pretty sweet. And played with some fans, of course, at the actual con, which was super cool. Got to play with friends, of course, which was cool. And we're going to go through all the cards and do a full deck tech. If that's cool, everyone Mogg Monday. If it's not cool,
get off my plate.
That's what we're doing. So, of course, the commander is Muxus Goblin Grandee. 6 mana for a 4/4. When an ETB is real top 6 cards in your library, all goblins that cost 5 less go into play for free. And, of course, this is much less reliable in Commander than it is in a non-singleton format because you aren't playing 4 Goblin War Chiefs and 4 Krenkos and 4 of everything else. So, it's a real spin the wheel. Sometimes you hit Goblin War Chief, Krenko, Arms Dealer, Battlecry Goblin. Sometimes you hit, an Impulsive Pilfer, a Mogg Fanatic, and nothing else. But that's kind of the fun. And the fun is you can just keep casting it. Obviously, if it dies, you just cast it again. A lot of mana in the deck. So, go up here. Foundry Denizen is a good 1-drop. It makes a decent sizing. Obviously, not super exciting in Commander, but whatever. It's cool. Bushwhacker's pretty awesome with that big hasted attack. That's a pretty nice one. So, both whackers are in here. Get to that one soon. Goblin, I can't even pronounce this word. But Goblin Doctor, we'll call him Goblin Doctor. Sack a Goblin, regen a Goblin. It's actually pretty sweet. So we got that. Lackey's super cool. Impulsive Pilfer is a cool commander card. When it dies, you make a treasure. And you can pay 4 mana to unearth it and attack all of your opponents. And then when it dies, you get more treasure, which is kind of cool. Gotta have a critical mass of Goblins, obviously. Not every one of these cards is a super great, powerful card, but they just gotta, get the ball rolling. Mogg Fanatic, of course. Scarf Prospector, a little more of a combo card, which is sweet. Battlecry Goblin, moving on up. Giving yourself haste is pretty important with Muxus, and this card's obviously just totally fine. So, Cheering Fanatic's a really cool old commander card, or so it's some old kind of card. It was in my cube for a while. 10 for a 2/2, you attack, you name a card, and that card costs less this turn, which is super sweet, honestly. Just like a mana accelerator, which is awesome. I can cast Muxus cheaper. Snoop's great. I did have one game in the commander area of TooManyGames where I had a Snoop in play, and my top card, 6 mana. My top card was Beetleback Chief. I cast it. Then my top card was a Goblin Bushwhacker, so I cast it. Then my top card was Krenko Warboss. And then I tapped it. I tapped my Snoop to make 10 tokens. I won that game on turn 5. That was pretty sweet. But so of course, Snoop is very good. No combos here. There's no recruiters or anything like that. But I don't know. Snoop's just a cool card. Extortionist is obviously insane. I cast turn 3 Muxus off this card against Brad and CGB, which is really, really fun. Obviously one of the best cards in Commander. Credit Maker's just fine, whatever. Instigators, a few Goblin tokens, whatever. Pile Driver, sweet. Tinkerer is actually really, really awesome. Tinkerer is a 2-mana 1/2. Pay a red, tap to kill an artifact. That artifact deals damage back to its mana cost to Tinkerer. This thing is just like tap 1 red, kill Soul Ring, kill Mana Crypt, kill whatever cheap mana rocks there are, and it can kill bigger things also at the cost of itself. Grenzo goads things, it can steal cards, which is kind of cool. Marshall, again, just more critical massive goblins to make other cards work. Sparksmith's been awesome. I've only played maybe 10 games of Commander, and I tap Sparksmith to deal 10 damage to myself, but you kill their creature and you just keep doing it, which is awesome. This card's super, super cool. Life Total's a resource, and Sparksmith is really, really fun. Instigator's alright. I mean, hopefully someone's, just playing mana rocks you can get in, but it's kind of a scary, all bark, no bite kind of card, but whatever. Wild Goblin Ramps, very, very important. Arms Dealer is another awesome one. 2 mana for a goblin to 1/1. Pay 2, sack a goblin, deal 4 to a creature, which is awesome, honestly. A way to mop up the board, sack goblins for resources, pretty cheap. Super sweet card in a slightly longer game, and a way to keep making sure you can killing things while also playing goblins. Gem Bomb, the classic goblin removal spell, is awesome. Chieftain is pretty sweet. Chieftain Chain Whirler, obviously killing 1 damage here, 1 damage there is great for mana creatures and things like that. It just kind of picks things off, which is nice. Chieftain is great. You want to have some lords, and of course, giving haste is very important. Goblin King, any mountain players out there? I dealt 21 damage exactly with Muxus to a player this weekend with Goblin King Mountain Walk, which is super, super cool. That's a lot of fun. Dom resub, thanks so much. Goblin Matron is very, very important. 2 things up. Sharpshooter is bunkers. You've never seen this card before. It's just messed up. It's a pinger. It taps to deal 1 to anything. Doesn't untap normally, but if a creature dies, it untaps. So basically, it can kill every 1 toughness thing on the board, and then it just randomly untaps and kills things. It's just like an absolute shooting gallery when this card's in play. Super awesome, super cool card. War Chief, more haste. Bandit Lord, more lording and more damaging, which is sweet. Roll Out Sub, thanks 3 sub. Krenko, 10th Street Kingpin's a super sweet card. I like this card a lot. It's really, really fun for playing it in Brawl and a Stork. Orboss, just a good goblin, makes tokens. Patrick Mons, make sure his trigger's going everywhere, dealing damage to things, which is great. Another Bushwhacker here, as far as getting haste. Haste is very important. This is definitely a cast Muxus, do some stuff, give haste, blah, kind of deck. And so having multiple ways to do that's really, really cool. And there's a lot of crazy commander cards in here too. Treasure Nabber, a card that I didn't know existed. They mana for a 3/2. Whenever an opponent taps an artifact for mana, gain control of that artifact till end of turn. Obviously, he's holding a Soul Ring for obvious reasons. Card's just good. Card's just good. Just steal stuff and makes mana. Beetleback Chief, 3 goblins for 4 mana, just tokens. Again, you need to have that critical mass at some point. Ringleader, there we go. Ringleader needs no introduction, obviously. Trashmaster has been awesome. It's a lord, but more importantly, you just start firing off goblin tokens to kill artifacts. Kill your Soul Ring, kill your Warm Power Stone, kill your Panharmonicon. That card was really, really good in the games that I played it. Crank up Mob Boss, obviously awesome. Very powerful token maker. We got Mogg Catcher here for all my boomers out there. This is a mercenary that rebels up a goblin for free and just puts it into play. Even though it's not a goblin itself, it's still a really powerful card, which is awesome. Perforos, another non-goblin. Whenever a creature ETBs, you deal 2 damage to each opponent. So CJ and Commander, everyone takes 8, etc., etc. Just too good not to include. Too good not to include. Gimli, Sonic Gloin, same idea. All your red sources deal 2 extra damage, so pretty insane. Volley Vets, just a ETB, do damage to them or goblins you control the creature, which is fine. And then Kiki Jiki is obviously one of the best things you can hit off Muxus, and a very, very powerful card. Now, save the best for last here. Siege Gang's great and all. We know Siege Gang. But probably the coolest and most impactful card in the deck is Skirk Fire Marshal. 2/2 for 5, pro red. All right, you ready for this? Tap 5 untapped goblins you control. 10 damage to everything. And this card has been so cool. You play this thing, and you just get to wipe whenever you want. You hold your goblins back. You can threaten to wipe. You can just 10 ball everyone. I had 10 goblins in play and just 20 to everyone at some point, which is super, super cool. Just a really, really fun card in Commander. It's not really good in constructed formats, but the kind of big effect you're looking for, it's also on plan. Hitting off Muxus is super awesome. And you can just draw the game, too. If you're just feeling like, I don't want to play this game anymore, you can just turn down, everyone's dead. That's pretty fun, too. So, no Fable. I think Fable I have to add. There's definitely a cost to adding non-goblin cards, because obviously the Muxus count is important. But Fable should probably be in there. That's a card I just haven't gotten yet. I just haven't gotten that one yet. Now, moving on to the spells. Casting Muxus early and often is very important, as is kind of like pseudo-comboing off with your goblins. So Brightstone Ritual is a really cool one. 1 red instant, add a red for every goblin. Just a really cool, fun ritual, cool old card. Saw a little play in combo decks back in the day, but this is a pretty fun one here. Brightstone Ritual, sweet. Mizzy and Mortar is just like your average commander card, just like overload, 4 damage to all your opponent's creatures. Not quite Cyclonic Rift, but you get the idea. Rockstar, thanks to resub. Outburst, more goblins. Jeska's Will, one of those silly commander cards. The mana for a sorcery. Choose one. If you have a commander, choose both. Add a red for each card in target player's hands. Basically just like super Seething Song. It's almost always going to make 7 mana. Or you can exile top 3 cards of your library and play them this turn. It's a pretty powerful card. Seething Song, proper. Just got to cast your Muxus fast enough. Kindred Charge is a really cool card here. Another weird commander card. 6 mana for a sorcery. Choose a creature type. For each creature you control of the chosen type, make a token that's a copy of that creature. They gain haste and get exiled. So basically this is just like kiki-jiki all of your stuff. And very, very powerful effect. I haven't cast it yet, but I've had it a few times, and like if I had been able to, it would have been pretty sick. So pretty cool card. Artifact mana is obviously huge here, and we spare no expense. This is like a fully powered deck. I don't know if it's actually good or not, so I don't play Commander really, but it's definitely, I wanted to have all the power and do all the things, kind of keep up people, and so we got Jeweled Amulet here, really cool old card. It's basically just a 0 mana artifact. You can pay 1 to store mana, and then you can tap it to remove the counter for later. You can't store more than 1 mana. It just stores 1 mana until you want to use it again, so you can play it turn 1 and have 3 mana turn 2. Really cool card. It's in my cube also. Really, really cool old gem. And Jeweled Lotus, pretty obvious one here. Want to cast our Muxus as soon as possible. Jeweled Lotus does that. Mana Crypt, Soul Ring. These cards need no introduction. Just fast mana at all costs. Cast Muxus as soon as possible. Basilisk Scholar is pretty sick. Giving Death Touch to Goblin Sharpshooter, maybe Sparksmith, Siege Gang Commanders, all really cool. And of course, Death Touch plus Lifelink is very awesome on Sparksmith because you gain the life back immediately and you can just kill creatures one by one. So cool little artifact there. Skull Clamp, no introduction really needed here. Just gonna keep drawing a bunch of cards. Grim Monolith, more mana. Mind Stone, more mana. Ruby Medallion, more mana. All red spells cost 1 to class. This can be better than a Mana Rock. Super cool card. Herald's Horns are really cool. Jumpstart card, I think. Commander card, I don't know. The mana for an artifact. Choose a creature type. All your creatures of that type cost 1 less, and you draw your top card if it's on your upkeep if it's a creature of a type, which is awesome. Heraldic Banners are really cool Mana Rock. This is a 3 Mana Rock, taps for red, and it's also Anthems your teams. +2/+1. Cool card. Cool, like, niche card. You want a Mana Rock, and the Anthem's really cool, too. Simple, but very, very effective. Icon's a cool Anthem. That can also be a mana sink later in the game. Vanquisher's Banner is a sick one. 5 mana artifact, choose a creature type, and then it's an Anthem for all the creatures of those type, and it's a Glimpse of Nature for all the creatures of those types. Cast a Goblin, draw a card. Cast a Goblin, draw a card. The kind of card you want to cast on turn 3, untap, and just pop off. So a little bit of combo potential here, which is really, really powerful. Enchantments, I actually haven't played this one yet in Mana Echoes. It was in the box, and I added it to the deck, and I haven't drawn it yet. 4 mana enchantment, choose a creature type. Basically, Kiki any creature you play. So whatever a non-token creature ETBs, make a token that's a copy of it, it gains haste, and it goes away. So, just a super powerful effect. I haven't played it yet. I don't know how good it actually is, but it seems really cool. And most importantly, Shared Animosity. This card's disgusting. 3 mana for an enchantment. Whenever creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it. 5 goblins in play, you attack with all of them, they'll get +5/+0. So this card is often +8/+0 or more. It's just a stupid, filthy card. It's wild. It's wild. Really, really powerful. One of the cards that's like not really good enough for constructed because you don't really need a bunch of 8/0s. But in Commander, we need to have the extra boost of damage that's going to allow you to kill one person at once or a bunch of people at once, which is really, really cool. So, no coat of arms. It's a kind of a clunky and expensive, and it can help your opponents out a lot. And it's just like a lot of freaking math. I don't want to do that. You know, this deck is made for my enjoyment. I have kind of like put a lot of powerful cards in it, but like Coat of Arms might not even be good anyway. It's a huge headache. And if your opponent's playing a bunch of, Scoot Swarms or whatever, it could backfire as well. It just didn't seem worth it. So, get to the lands. There are 32 lands. Of course, there are more mana sources than that. You count like probably Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Soul Ring, all as lands. I would say Jeweled Lotus is like half a land. Amulet's like half a land. So Mind Stone's, like a quarter of a land. So 32 lands. I would say it plays like it's more like 35 or 36. We got mana ramp lands here in Ancient Tomb. Of course, just legacy power level card. A couple of random red utility lands. Barbarian Ring can shock some things. Castle can pump the whole team, which is pretty cool. Cavern of Souls is just a free roll. You have enough mountains anyway. And of course, playing a counter spell for Muxus is pretty cool. Command Beacon. Get that Muxus back. This is a Muxus deck. I don't know how many commander decks are like based around their commander versus just like they kind of just have the commander, you use it. But this is a Muxus deck through and through. So Command Beacon, they keep killing it, get it back to your hand. Dwarven's Ruins can make it a little extra mana if you need it. Forgotten King can cycle, just a little extra value. Bunch of mountains. I don't play these Nykthos lands. I have a bunch of whiteboard ugly mountains, which is super sick. That's really fun. Mutavault. Myriad Landscape is a really nice one. This is a really cool card. It is a colorless land, ETB's tapped. Taps for colorless. You pay 2 and sack it. Search for 2 basic land cards that share a land type and put them in the battlefield. So it's basically just a tap land that's also a rampant growth, which is sick. Really, really cool card. Like this card a lot. Nykthos is awesome in this deck. Again, just looking for a bunch of mana and put a bunch of stuff in play. And Nykthos fits perfectly with that, which is great. Path of Ancestry is a land you choose a... taps for your color identity of your commander. And then if it shares a creature type, you scry 1. Just a good card. Just a good card. Ruins hits all your opponents for 2, which is cool. Strip Mine, Wasteland, kill some utility lands. And then War Room. War Room is kind of sweet. Another weird commander card here. Pay 3 and pay life equal to the number of colors in your commander. Draw card. So pay 1, draw card. This is essentially just a better Castle Lockpoint in this deck, which is super awesome. So that's the deck. And I gotta say, I definitely think this deck is really, really fun. I don't know how good this deck is. I just know it's the right commander deck for me. As a person who, competitive player, likes Goblins, definitely down with the casual, with the casual social aspect of Commander, but don't want to get bogged down in too many crazy games. And the deck, I've won games of this deck before. I feel like I come in second a lot. I usually knock out 1 or 2 players, then someone rats, and like they have time to do a stupid combo and they win. But I'll take second place in a nice quick and tidy game where a lot of stuff happens. If you like making stuff happens, this deck does it. So, a little bit different today on Mogg Monday. Hope you enjoyed the deck tech. I'll put the deck list link both in chat right now as well as in the YouTube comments. In the YouTube description. And let me know your thoughts. Commander content. Again, I'm not a Commander player. I'm not going to be turning over a new leaf. It's funny. Brad Nelson all weekend was like, I'm a casual now. I play Commander. I don't play anything else. I got to find some Commander podcasts. And I'm like, Brad, what happened, man? You're one of the best Magic players in the world, and now you're a filthy casual. But so that's not really me. But it's fun. It's pretty cool. It's a nice thing to have in the bag to pull out, for fun. And Commander shows are fun also. And honestly, it was fun hanging out with CGB and Brad, just playing an after hours game or two. It was very amusing, kind of just like, woo, hear your thing. So let me know what you think of the content. YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe. Nice short Mogg Monday today. I'll see you all probably tomorrow on stream. We'll see, all right? Love you all. Thanks for watching.